Okay, I mean, we can do this on full screen. It's gonna have where it says game auto detect and Windows. This is where it is. I don't know anything else. Anyway, so this is Killer Instinct. So I finally got a finisher to go up, and it was random. It said humiliation. Anyway, so the reason why I wanted to absolutely talk is because Social Blade. The thing about Social Blade is that it's for tenfold. I really thought, and I would not, I don't, I mean, I would not recommend it anymore. I thought of what, I mean, I was going to recommend it, but no. And the reason for that is because the only reason why I would even, and it is the only reason, to ever recommend it because of, okay, if you ever watch or look at YouTube, you know, because this is for YouTube, isn't it? So, you look at the video, or in the video, not video, but how many total number of videos there is. If you ever wonder, you can look at it for someone else. You can look at, all you gotta do is type in their name. But first you gotta, well, sorry, let me just, you gotta bring up the website Social Blade. You'll type in there where it says YouTube, so it's search thing. Don't search it for anything else. Don't go to anything else but the thing up there above where it says right there. And then what you do is you type in the channel. Even if it's your own, there's nothing wrong with that. Just, you can find out for yourself how much total uploads, not the exact amount, because, you know, if you're ever wondering, that's what I would, you know, I was going to recommend it for because I thought maybe it was keeping up, but no, it only updates every so often. So the biggest thing that I have with it so far is that, okay, when I first looked up my channel, there was no ranking. Okay, and it was said I had 1,019 or 1,019. Then when I looked it up again, I finally got a ranking C minus, and then not only that, I didn't show. I don't think it showed anything else anyway. Actually, I don't remember showing that. Anyway, so that was it. Was before the ranking. So now it says 1050. Okay. Now I don't care about ranks or nothing else, but it also was telling me how much I could gain from the views if I was making money. You say if, but I say if. So, because if you don't know, then yeah, that's part of the reason why my channel is not fast growing, because I'm not in it for the money. That's half the problem with this website. A lot of people come on here because they're in it for the money, and that's why they get fast gains, clicks and stuff, because oh, they're in it for the money. A lot of it is because they got well, they're paying people to absolutely sit there and well, you know, it's like it's even okay. You even got people creating accounts and them themselves making accounts of their own. How do you think they get so far up above it? However, they start losing them because there's accounts that legitimately outshadow them. So it is what it is. I mean, a lot of channels don't even, the ones that you see, like the biggest ones up there, they have a lot of fake accounts, and you know, because there's no way in hell there's over 1 billion people in the world, and there's just not subscribing to one dude. Dang it. I hate when I can't do finishers. So, anyway, let's move on to someone else. The only one I've ever been able to successfully do a finisher with is Cinder. You can believe that. I didn't, because I know it's hard to believe. We even had Blaster Combo Live Ultra. I've had everything else, but I've never been able to do all the finishers, you know? Of course not. Anyway, so, you know, I want to say it's forward, back, and then maybe X. I'm not sure. Try that again. Doesn't really matter who I go up against. Anyway, so yeah, it's a way for YouTube and social media to absolutely, you know, judge you, give you a rank. And the reason why I brought this up, actually, believe it or not, was because then it said I should get 41 subscribers by tomorrow. I don't know if I would be able to do that or not. I'm actually doing this late, so I had to redo this. We're at 4 times now, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, anyway, I'm on what they call a slow gain of subscribers, and partly, there's also a major part of it is people decide to unsubscribe. And even though I might be getting bots and fake people that subscribe to my channel, I don't know that I really care. Actually, not that I don't know. Actually, I don't care what I'm talking about. At this point, I don't care. I really don't. Especially AI, bots, I don't care. Speaking of AI, I wouldn't care if someone actually... Whoa, hello. That was, ooh, I think someone's getting pulled over. Ooh. Yeah, that cop car was right a little too close. Or they were escorting. Anyway, so yeah, I'll mention stuff like that, but even though you can't see them. So I never thought I would get this far. I've had about maybe 37, 38 subscribers in total on this channel. Even though that I did have a channel a long time ago, it was short-lived. I don't even remember it, and you'd probably be like, I don't believe it, there's no way it did exist. Oh, it did exist. I just don't remember the name of it. So, the one that I can only officially count is the first one I ever had, which I will not tell you the name. Is there's there, and then when the popularity of the thing, which meant the overall the views went down to 0, I had to start fresh again. And I never did believe in the idea because this guy was talking about having a niche, having so many different channels. I don't do that. I can't say I never thought about it because yeah, I have. But like, okay, you want to do a vlogging channel or a reaction channel? You can't. See, the thing about doing a reaction channel is kind of hard to justify on YouTube. Because literally, I mean, I could react to my own videos and that's not a problem as long as I don't show anything that has to do with anything that is content. Like, I mean, like, I don't know if I can... Whoa, hello. Okay. Alright, something's going down, but I don't care. Anyway, let's move on before I maintain. It's not hard to get distracted when you see cop cars going by. They're going towards where I'm sitting at. It would be the left. But I'm not going to tell you where I'm at either. Specifically. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, like literally, I don't care because I mean, like I got people going on there saying promoism, stuff like that. Even when I'm not promoting anything, they're saying promoism. I don't know if those are fake or real people. I have no idea. And I really don't care. The only thing I care about ultimately is if I get to the right people that will actually want to tune in and want to watch. Maybe just maybe without me even hinting or asking, and or even for that matter begging them to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to, you can leave a comment, but that's completely optional. Actually, it's all optional, but still, just maybe the right people, hoping that the right people will tune in and want to subscribe, because this is the kind of stuff they want to watch. Well, not just because I'm talking either, but yeah, because if I had to say anything, because you talk about sticking to one niche, I don't know if, and untaught and also untapped stuff. Well, the only thing I know about that is when you have to do it all on one platform, on one specific channel, period. And not have too many different channels. I mean, that's kind of silly. I mean, I know people also create archives, lives. I don't respect those who actually put up their clips of their streams, or even having them to have a different channel to upload where your live streams are at. And the reason for it's not because of what they want to do; it's because of the idea that you're separating it from there. Because I have to say, you're trying to avoid copyrights. Yet, technically speaking, there's not really a real way to avoid it when you upload it. You always take a risk every time you upload it. Actually, specifically anywhere, period. Anybody could claim it anywhere, which is kind of stupid, but they can and they will. Yeah, so, anyway, I mean, I'm thankful for the amount of subscribers I have. I wish I could get more, but I don't want to get too many and have where suddenly somebody recognizes me on the street. I don't mind giving out autographs and stuff like that, but I don't. I'd rather not do that with the way my body is. Because the autographs I don't have a problem with doing, but I have no way to do it without my hands getting all cramped up, and I don't want to do that. So I'd rather just print it out, and then maybe if I can, I'll sign it and have it, officially done by my signature. But I'm not going to do it too many times until I can actually get a better way to do that, if I ever do get to do that stuff. And that's the thing. I mean, chances are, well, that's not good. Accidentally pushed the leg in, that was not good. Sure. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, literally, I don't care about ranks. I don't care about how much I could be gaining from, views or money. But it's nice to know. But the more important thing is the amount of videos that I have total on YouTube. Because once you get to 1,000, which I don't mind the 1K marker, the thing I do mind is, however, not being able to know how many videos I actually have. And I had to check this out when I was not, logged in. And very rarely did that ever work out. Now, it's permanent. And I know that they took away the Ks for a little while. And now that they're back, which is a good thing, but it's also terrible that you don't know how many videos you have. So how do you know? Unless you're keeping a log somewhere, it doesn't really help to, because it doesn't work that way. I don't have a lot of time to go through all my videos and go, oh yeah, because of this and that and whatever. And a lot of it's going to be deleted. Anything to do with zero views, I hate to delete them because of how much time I put into them and everything. Even though it was my first go through, depending on the game itself. And the game I've done, even though I've done repeatedly, time and time again, never really finished the project, but I got close. Some of those games, the only one I have right now under my belt, right now, twice now, is Final Fantasy twice. But anyway, that's just one game alone. I want to keep on going to get another ones underneath my belt. That's one of my goals. My primary goal was to get up to 1,000 plus more ones that had no views on them. Not because I'm afraid, or because if I upload them freshly in any sort of way, that they may or may not have views, but because they just weren't exactly worth saving. It really sucks when you get 0 views. Even like legitimately 2 to 4 is good enough. Maybe a total of maximum 8 or 5 to 8 views would be good enough. Way more than that. And if I can get even more than that, well, then that's far more than I could ever hope for. I mean, I'm thankful for it, don't get me wrong. But, you know, just even having 4 videos is good. But having 0 or 1 does not count. I just like taking a video and just like throwing it into the shredder and basically unshredding it, shredding it so many times because you didn't like it. So you put it on the 0 views. Because it's pathetic. Even though I don't think it was pathetic personally. But anyway. I hate bullies and I hate people who sit there and talk about how trashy it is. The way they put it specifically is bullyism, believe it or not. I've heard of constructive criticism, but that's not constructive criticism. It's nothing I could do to please you and everybody else. And I'm not going to do that anyway. I'm only going to please the ones that are on board with me, because I am doing it for myself to look back on one day, because I know I'm probably going to eventually give it up for good, where I never ever upload again. And if you do just right, they'll fall off until I think it spikes. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they lie it out from there to there. Yeah. It even happens in, well, I wouldn't say in every stage, but like in story mode or whatever you want to call it, where you actually fight against the AI. You can even do it to the buddy you're playing against. The only PvP that's very not even what they call PvP nowadays anyway is, and I would say, is acceptable. You have a friend that's actually got is playing the game with you, and that's it. But anyway, so with that, that was dumb. Anyway, so that I was trying to do the finisher there if you couldn't tell. I know I can do it right. Darn it! I can never do the finisher. I can never do the finisher. You know, the one time I can do it finally works. I remember most of the keys to it. I don't know why I said perfect there too. That was dumb. Thunder, cinder. I can get close to it, but I'm not quite on the same wavelength as we want otherwise. Hyper combo. Darn it! Why can't I ever do it right? Ah! Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. So get out of this thing here, because I gotta push get out of this. Yeah, I just want to talk about that real quick. Was about Social Blade, all that, and I'm just like, that would be nice, but you know, like I say, maybe when I see it, 41 subscribers by tomorrow. I thought maybe it was going to be 42 or 41, but tomorrow or this evening. I highly doubt it because, like I said, I mean, I'm on one of those slower rate of pace of grading subscribers because subscribers have been in and out. Like I said, you know, I've had about a total of between 37 to 38 subscribers. I've never had no more than that on this channel. And even though I've had more on, like, you know, on the other channels that I've had before, that doesn't really count. They get no views. It really doesn't. Subscribers are nice, but so are the views and the likes. Definitely the likes. Yeah, I believe it's important to communicate with your audience, but how do you communicate when you have no connection, when you don't have enough people to even comment on the videos? I mean, I can heart them all I want to. I think it's kind of stupid that you can't, like, that you have to heart your own comment instead of letting it be that someone else can heart your comment, even though it's there. That used to be a thing, you know. Now it's like if you heart anything, it's gonna be their comment. I really hated that I had to put weather back on this computer because my phone literally is the most craziest thing. It tells me it's 20-something degrees or whatever, right? And the actual temperature, it's even on my dead gum air conditioner, believe it or not. And yeah, it's not even that. I know it gets a little bit chilly, but it hasn't been that bad. I mean, I've been in those weather temperatures.